Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. So today I just filmed a foundation routine just on my current foundation that I'm using at the moment, and that is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So in the video I just kind of demonstrate on how I apply my foundation, and then I just fast forward it and I come back in my whole face. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, I already did my eyebrows already. They may look a little bit darker than my face, which they are, but once I put my foundation on, I promise you they're not going to look as dark. Plus, I do have black hair, so they're just, yeah. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. It has SPF in it, 15, and it's in NC 30. And it just looks like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and I already did, I moisturized and I primed my face already. I moisturized with my Cetaphil. It just looks like this. It's for dry skin, really good for dry skin. And then I use my Benefit Porefessional to cover up my pores, and then on my T-zone where I usually get oily. And then I'm just going to take my beauty blender, it's kind of dirty, and then just some water. I'm going to go ahead and get it damp, so that it can absorb my foundation and give me a flawless finish. And then usually when I do have blemishes, like if I have pimples or anything like that, I do like to conceal them. Right now I don't really have any, but I am going to take this Sonia kashuik, or however you say her name, and Hidden Agenda 2. And I'm going to go ahead and take this color right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that under my eyes. I do have really bad under eye circles that I do not want to show, so I will usually put that there. And sorry, my dog is whining. So yeah, I'm going to just do that to conceal, and then I do conceal after as well. Just so that throughout the day, if my foundation, you know, my oil gets the best of me, my dark circles won't show. Okay, so after I do that, and then I might see like a few blemishes here and there, and I'll just go ahead and put some of that concealer on. I don't really have a lot, but there's just those stubborn ones that I can never get rid of. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and take just like a flat surface to pour my foundation on. I don't like to pour my foundation onto my hand because I feel like it's wasted. And my foundation sometimes, if I'm not using the drugstore, it is kind of expensive, so I don't really want to waste it. So I'm just going to take this mirror and pour my foundation just a little bit on top of here. Okay, and then I'm going to take my damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to go ahead and slowly work that into my face by patting it on. And this is a perfect match to my face. I don't know, it's going to come off kind of yellow on camera, but I promise you it matches. So I'm just going to go ahead and dab it on. And I'm going to use as little as possible just so that my face doesn't get cakey. And I'll go ahead and add more if I need to. And this is also a great foundation for nighttime because it does stay on a long time. I know they did just come out, I don't think it like they just came out with it, but I know there is a foundation that MAC sells, and it's like the Pro Longwear, like just like the Pro Longwear concealer, which is great. They have a foundation too, which I want to try out. But once I finish this one, I'll go ahead and get that one because I already have like way too many. And you want to go ahead and drag this down your neck because you don't want a tan face and a white body. So you want to go ahead and make sure that's all blended in. And I'll go ahead and go over it on my eyelids too. Okay. That covered most of it, and this is a full coverage foundation. I would say it's a medium to full coverage foundation, just because it also just depends on how much you do apply. But of course you just apply it to your liking. I like a full coverage, so I do make it to where it's full coverage. I have freckles right here and then on my nose that I don't like, so I like to cover those. Okay, so then after I do that with my foundation, I'm going to go in with highlighter and more concealer. A lot of people don't like concealer and they don't like the highlighted look, but I do. I mean, this is just my preference on how I do my concealer. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put as much concealer on as I do. You know, everyone's different. So first I'm going to put this Instant Age Rewind concealer in light pale. Just looks like this, and it's like a twist up. So I'm going to go ahead and pat that underneath my eyes in a triangular motion. And this will just appear that I'm like more awake. And then I'm going to do it down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin and above my forehead. And then on top of that, I'm going to go ahead and take this MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost, and it's just a twist up like this. I'm going to go ahead and put that just underneath my eyes for a little bit more coverage, because like I said, I do have really bad dark circles. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my damp beauty blender and go ahead and just pat that into my skin. And I do not ever have a cakey face. It may look like a lot of product on my face, but I promise you it's not. So, and you want to make sure that you don't rub your concealer, because if I were to just do this, then all the concealer and then the foundation that I just put on, it's going to rub off. So I don't want to do that. I just want to pat it into my skin. And that's why using a primer and a moisturizer is always good, because instead of all of this product that I'm putting on my face, instead of that going into my skin, it has the layer of the concealer, not the concealer. It has a layer of my moisturizer and also my primer, so that way it kind of sits on that rather than seeping into my skin. So that's another trick. So that's it's a good trick. Okay, and then the other side. And I went ahead and popped that onto my eyelids too, because if you don't like primers or haven't found one, you could, or just don't have the money to buy them, primers can be a little bit expensive for eyeshadow, so you can just use your concealer as a primer. And I actually really like my Pro Longwear concealer for my eyes. So it really works really good to prime. Okay, so after all that's blended in, I like that to set on my face before I apply my powder, just so that it doesn't have cakey. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my finishing spray all over my face. Just looks like this. It's Scandinavia setting spray. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray that on my face. It's almost gone actually. And let that set. And then I'm actually going to light the foundation on my lips. I usually moisturize before, so that way I don't have foundation lips. It's really good to exfoliate your lips too before you put on lipstick. Okay. So I'm just going to use some Vaseline to moisturize my lips, so that when I do apply my lipstick, it's not all crusty. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's basically how I apply my foundation. And then I like to wait, and usually at this time I'll go ahead and do my eyeshadow right after I do my, I'm waiting for everything to set. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to go ahead and set my face with this Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. It's in Creamy Natural. This is actually too light for me, but when I go ahead and bronze my face, it will match. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of my face. I'm going to do my bronzer, my blush, and do my eyes, and then I'm going to go ahead and come back with my full face and so you guys can see what that is. Okay, so this is the final look. What I did was I just bronzed and I contoured, and then I put a little bit of blush and highlighter on. I did kind of like this smoky gold eye with a winged out liner, and then I just straightened my hair and flipped out the edges. So yeah, this is pretty much the look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video if you liked it, and then let me know also if you want a more in-depth tutorial of this eye look that I'm wearing. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.